What up, fish people? Kenny E with Danica Aquatics. Well, this morning the eggs started dropping. This is the Savini Candelaria. Not sure if they're going to take or not. Dad's back in this corner. And these are super tiny. I don't know if they'll pick up, but I've been noticing a couple little fry here and there. I don't know if he's eating them or what he's doing, or if he's stashing them. Couple days I should start seeing free swimmers, so 2 to 3 days. That's when things will be told. Anyway, pretty exciting. At least they had their first batch. Like I said, I've got my fingers crossed. I never get excited on the first batch. I will probably grab his mate back out of her tank and put her back in here with him once I know that it seems like everything's mellowing out here. And while I have you down here, I'll give you guys a quick tour of this. This is what we call our rack room. So in here, this is my little peacock gudgeons. Got a little colony. I think I have 1 male and 5 females in here now. I did have one other male, but he had something come up with him. I'm not sure what it was. He had a weird growth come off of his jawline, and unfortunately he did pass. I got these from the AGA up in Seattle when it was here in March. That's also where I got to meet Mr. Lucas Bretz and Corey from Aquarium Co-op, S Whiskey, Corvus. We met a ton of YouTubers up there. It was absolutely awesome. And it was an awesome event. I mean, we got tons of plants and all kinds of cool stuff up there. So hands out to let me give a shout out to the AGA. Had an awesome time up there. But these guys, if you've never kept them, real cool fish, very personable, come up and greet you every morning. Pretty easy to take care of, just give them some rock piles and whatnot. But they are very gorgeous fish. That's the male there. Kind of remind me of a whale or something, but anyway, that's these guys. And then in here, sorry guys, things are cluttered this morning. We're getting ready to water change this room today. This is kind of my wife's show plants, but we do have some Heros libifers in here. Basically, the only mouth brewing severum. We got these from a gentleman in our fish club, Joe Middleton. Thanks, Joe. We're loving them. But they seem to be pretty cool. And I also have, I believe we have 3 of the Pandagara in here, and then 1 wild caught Corbensis. He is always shy. He lost his mate. I'm probably going to get him another one. But anyway, my wife's, she likes to experiment with plants in different conditions and whatnot to see how they grow. And all of our plants we have, guys, and everything we have in our home, and none of it's CO2. It's all just natural, just whatever's in the tank's in the tank. But she's getting lots of sprouts here, it's looking like. So this tank must be a winner. And oh, I forgot, she does have 1 female beta in here as well. So, and then over here, we've got our baby. Oops, sorry about that. We've got our little baby electric blue Acara. We got these from a nice lady down in our Willamette Valley Aquarium Club, Erica Booth. And we like these guys. These guys come up every morning, hang out. If I'm up in front of the tank, they're right up here checking out, seeing what I've got going on. Pretty cool little fish. And we also have some Candelaria in here, and I think there's one rainbow crip in here that I wasn't able to cull when I was taking stuff to the fish store. He seems to be happy in there, so. But yeah, these guys are cool. This is kind of a strange little tank. Eventually I'm gonna turn this into a. We've got a bunch of different angelfish that are ready to, that have paired off. I think this would be an awesome angel breed out tank. That's probably what it'll end up becoming. I've got a lot of tanks that I feel like I could combine everything, all the fish, because I'm starting to need tank space again. We do have 20 or 30 fish out, or tanks out in the garage to reset up, but my wife and I are trying to go a little slower about it this time. We got the main fish room finally floors down. We're going to work on stands this weekend finally, and then put the trim board down, and then what I call the big boy room will start being broken down. Everybody will be transplanted into that main viewing area, and then the room they're in, we're going to build stands for 20s and 30s and 10s, and that'll be kind of our breed out room. And then we can start breaking down this room, get the carpet yanked up in here, get the floor down, and then probably do something similar. Just put a lot of breeding type tanks in here. And then if I turn around, here we have, these are some really cool guppy antler hybrid type things. A good gentleman by the name of Derek gave these to us, and I wanted to keep this line going. He worked really hard to get it, so we're trying to keep it going here. I don't know why my wife's got that particular guppy in here, but I don't like it. Then in here we have some of our, we've been having to cull Signatus fry out of the main tank because the father in there is a complete jerk. Every time he's in the mood to breed, he decides to go out and start wiping out colony of his babies. So we've been putting extras in here. Then in here, my wife has her reserve cherry shrimps. And then I believe she's got some, yeah, she's got some kind of panda guppies or something they're called. These guys crack me up too. They come right up and see me every morning. Here I'm upset, but anybody that knows my wife, she has very good with the ink pen, making sure to tell me when things need to be done. And this is saying, do not water change fungus. And it's really a bummer, because in here we have Apistogramma personata mitus, F1s. Got these from a good friend of ours. He goes by John Fish on Facebook. But man, these guys are stunners. Absolutely love them. Then down here we have our, this is our breeding group of Celestial Pearl Danios. They seem to be doing pretty well. I think we have about 20 or 30 of them in here. My wife's been wanting them, so I surprised her one day. I had a big batch of fish I dropped at the wet spot, so I basically got her a big old shipment of these while I was there. They're cool fish. Let me see if I can get you a better look over here. Doesn't show off their colors as well as it should this morning. But yeah, they're fun fish to keep. Then down here we have a couple of green water tanks. These are our experimental tanks. We had Lucas Brett's here about a month or two ago. So these are our 2 tanks dedicated to his way of doing things. And down here I've got a nice little Moda. He's getting ready to go into a bigger tank here. He was just being quarantined. We got these from some good friends of ours, Andy and Roger Newton. In here I've got one of my firefish. She's not being a very good mama. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get her out because I believe she's tried to eat almost all of her babies. You can see they're back there. They're right there. Try to keep the moms with their babies, but occasionally I get a bad mama. And these are some more. This mom's always good mama, so I leave her up to almost 2 months sometimes with her babies. Then there's the other Moda I have. We had 2 females, 2 males. Unfortunately, the males decided to destroy the females. So we're not real happy about that, but stuff happens sometimes. Then in here we have some pineapple swordtails. Cool little fish. Then right here, guys, we have, well, the main attraction is my wife's Galaxy Beta. She loves this little guy. I love this tank. It's one of my favorite as far as plants. My wife, again, I love the way that moss is growing on the back. Almost looks like a shaggy dog or something. But we also have these little dwarf rainbows in here as well. And then we have some endlers. These little guys always come up and greet me every morning too. I love them. Got this little endler egg. It's turned out to be one of my favorites. Where did he go? There he is. Just phenomenal little endler. Then right here, these guys, his mom's already been put back up. They're getting ready to almost, as soon as they get a little more size to them, they're going to end up going into the 135 grow out. But I've got some gorgeous albino dragon bloods here that I think are going to end up getting a lot of color, I think. Then the other ones, the mom was an albino and the dad was a regular dragon blood, so I'm not sure what I'm going to get there. They should get some nice color to them though. And down here we have a couple of Similis. And of course they jetted the minute I put the camera. There's one peeking his little head out there. We're looking for females on that. So anyway, guys, hope everybody's having a great day. Just wanted to give you an update on the Savini. And I'm hoping those babies take, but you know, it's first batch, so whatever happens, happens. And I'll get Mama back in there here shortly. Anyway, guys, as always, love your fish. This is Kenny E. with Anakin Aquatics checking out for now. You all have a great day. And we'll see you later.